Hey, what's up everybody, this is Osric501, and today I'm going to be going over more of the screenshots we've been getting from the developers of Atlas. They've been releasing one or sometimes two a day to the lead up of the actual release, and they have a description with them, and we definitely get to see some new stuff in these images. It seems that they're specifically releasing certain images showing us some new stuff in the background, just to kind of tease some stuff that's in the game, especially with the descriptions as well. So the first one is these two images with one description. Across narrow inland river bridge, two naval officers duel unto death. The duelist able to load ammo quicker, both statistically via character progression and also skillfully through an active reload minigame, emerged victorious with a dual-wielding blast. So just that description actually tells us a few things. So we don't know if they're just dueling, if their players have just set this up and they're like, hey, let's duel, or if there's actually going to be like something you can enter that's like a duel to the death, like an old school like duel to the death, that could be like some mini game or some way to like, or some duel mechanic that's in the game, kind of like other MMOs have, that's a duel 1v1, no one else can basically interfere pretty much. But then there's also able to reload ammo quicker, both statistically, so there is a stat that you'll be able to increase from leveling up that will increase your reload speed, which is pretty important and pretty cool, kind of shows a hint of the direction they're going with your actual stats. And also skillfully through active reload minigame, which this minigame could be a few different things in my mind. So if you guys have ever played Gears of War, at least the older ones, when you would reload, it would basically be a bar, and there was a section pretty much in the middle of the bar that if you clicked reload again in that section, it would reload right then instead of having to complete the entire bar, basically making you reload quicker. But an active reload minigame kind of sounds like it's going to be maybe you have to press certain buttons or keys in a certain order, and if you do it for maybe every one you do correctly, you reload quicker, or if you only have to do one or something like that. It could be a bunch of different things, but those two are kind of what's springing to mind when they talk about that. So the first image is this right here, and it is basically him just reloading a pistol. There's only pretty much two new things I can see in this image. So there's this dude right here who seems to be waving, so a wave emote, which most people probably thought there would be a wave emote because there was one in Ark as well. The second thing is this bull right here, which is just a new animal we haven't seen, and this isn't like a model from Ark or anything, so it's a brand new animal. And also, I don't think I'll be able to find it here because I don't know exactly where it is. I know one of the developers, okay, right here. This is one of the developers. I think he's one of the heads of the company, maybe? I don't exactly remember who he was. He's actually the person that was like one of the main developers that was being talked to for the PC Gamer UK article we went over in the last video. But it basically says it's a bull, the male variant of a cow, which is just in real life, which you can milk. The cow, not the bull. So he also confirmed there's cows in the game that are milkable, which is also another cool feature to have in the game that definitely adds to immersion. And besides that, there's nothing really besides that that's new in this image. The second image, there's not really anything that's new either, besides we do see a blood splatter effect. And also, it looks like these pistols did fire separately, because this one is already smoking, showing that it fired before, and this one still has the flash from the gunpowder. So it seems that dual wielding stuff, you'll be able to control them separately, so shooting separately, or say if you have melee weapons, which we're not 100% confirmed if you can dual wield melee weapons, most likely it's going to be in the game, but most likely you'll be able to control those separately and hit separately with those too. And that's pretty much it with these two images. That's pretty much all the new stuff we've gotten. So this next one, a team geared with gliders soar off the coast of a mysterious jungle island. So not a ton in this image, not a ton in the description. Now we do get something pretty big, is that there are gliders in the game, and they do look pretty cool. They kind of fit in with the theme, especially if you've seen the airship, which you did get to see in my last video. There does seem to be some steampunky elements in the game, and this kind of has that feel to it. We do see this big statue in this island, or not statue, carving in this island, which just kind of show... We've seen something that looks like this, so maybe this is some type of marker or some type of like face that's common with maybe the old world, which is in the lore of this game. But that's pretty much it with this image. So let's go into the next image. The next image we just got today pretty recently, which is a pirate raiding party engages in heated combat aboard a royal galleon, seeking to commandeer the enemy ship as an onlooker prepares to grapple over. Now, besides the really nice graphics, which the dev was actually talking in the Discord earlier, everyone was talking with the devs, and they did say that the game's graphics have gotten a pretty big step up from Ark, because I specifically said that it does look like the graphics got a really big update. Just, you know, the gloves here, the rope, everything looks like it got a really big update. And the water I talked on before, it looks like it got a massive update. Now, besides the water looking really brown here, which makes me think it could be there's different, you know, areas that have different variations of water in it. So basically brown, maybe it's closer, I don't know, to a swamp or something like that. It's not more open ocean water. Maybe they're on a river or something, which could be cool if there's rivers big enough for these galleons to go through, which these are like one of the biggest boats. They do specifically say Royal Galleon, so maybe it's a variant of the galleon. Not 100% certain on that, but it does show a grappling hook, which they do say here, to grapple over, so it's basically a handheld grappling hook. We did get to see somebody use one of these, basically swing on a rope onto a ship, which this might have been before then. But we do get to see there is underdeck on the galleons, which we pretty much already knew. There is something over here that looks like a tanning rack that I think we did see kind of in in the official trailer, or maybe it was the leak trailer. But it does kind of look like it got inspiration from the tanning rack in Covenant Exiles. There also seems to be these barrels stacked up, so you're able to stack these barrels up maybe in like a system. Maybe there's a rum barrel, something like that. Besides that, it's pretty much just people fighting on the boats, crates and barrels around. And then you see over here there is another boat which seems to be decent size in itself, but it kind of shows just the massive size of these galleons. I think this image shows it a lot better than the actual trailers do, because as you can see, there's a bunch of people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I don't know if I counted right, but there's close to a dozen people on this boat, and they're not taking up any room. Like, if you compare this to Sea of Thieves, which a lot of people have been comparing like kind of this game to, because they're both pirate games. Like, if you have 5, 6 people on that boat, it's like the boat's already filled with people on like the biggest boats. This boat has like a dozen people on it, and they're barely, like, they're not even close to filling this small little area. So the boats are gonna be massive. But besides that, that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else in these images. We pretty much went over everything, but they do show some decent stuff. But anyways, subscribe if you want to see more Atlas videos. That's pretty much mainly the videos I'll be doing from now on. Maybe some other stuff thrown in there. But leave me a comment down below what you think about Atlas, what you think about these images. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and thanks for watching. So before I forget at the end of this video, I want to let you guys know that we will be getting something special tonight. Now, it's the 16th at 2 a.m. Eastern time right now, and we just got this image 2 hours ago, and we also got this message with it, which is basically, I guess, them giving us something else because this image was kind of delayed tonight. But basically it says stay tuned for later tonight, so we have something special incoming. And we already know it's not the release of the game, because Jad already told us it's not the release of the game. But a lot of people think it's going to be like a gameplay trailer or some gameplay type of stuff. But I just want to let you guys know that. You can go on their Twitter and subscribe on their Twitter, or follow on Twitter, to to get updates. They also have their official Discord right here, which they also post all of their images and news to. And the devs are constantly talking in this Discord in the text chats, so go on there if you want to be able to talk to devs or talk to other people about the game. So I just wanted to let you guys know that at the end of this video, that there will be something new coming tonight, hopefully gameplay.